We was. What's going on? Salute to you, KF. Salute to you, Rainbow the God. Dragon Blood is in the house. Salute to you, my people. It's been a tough week for me. I've been working. Let me know if you guys can hear me. I got me that We Was hot. This is not for sale. This is only for me. Let's go. We'll start with Medellin, Colombia. I want to tell you guys, the guys that like to travel, stay away from Medellin, okay? And this is no hate for the passport bros, but I'm telling you this because, Colombia is kind of like my second home, maybe third home, I feel as much Colombian as I feel African. And if you're not really somebody that knows Colombia and her people, and you're just a traveler, don't go to Medellin, man. Just stay away from Medellin. The only time you go to Medellin is if you're going as a group, and amongst your group, there's a lot of sober people. Okay, so in your group and amongst your group, there's a lot of sober people. Also, if you're not somebody that likes to go out at night and somebody that likes to frequent tourist areas like Poblado, or Paquieres, where a lot of foreigners tend to go because of the chicas, and going there for the chicas come at a price. Okay, now this dude is gay, but I think he was out there doing too much. Okay, he's gay. He's been in a relationship with a guy here in Dallas for 10 years. But, the gays are not the most faithful people. Let's just be honest, right? Anybody that gives them attention, they want to take their shot. And he went out there and he tried to have a little bit of fun. And he was targeted. He was robbed and killed. And the reason I bring this up is Medellin is one of those places where criminals just don't rob you, but they always finish you up. I don't know why they do it that way. At least in Santa Marta, Cartagena, and Bogota, people will rob you and just leave you alone. In Medellin, they seem to kill you. I don't know why. Like, they would kill you for like $20. I'm just being flat out honest, man. This is my gift for the passport bros. As somebody that, consider myself really a Colombian resident, go to Pereira, go to Manizales, go to, on the coast, go to Sincelejo, go to Cartagena. I think Cartagena, of all the Colombian cities, Cartagena is the safest if you stay in the tourist zone. Okay, Barranquilla is a little bit safe if you stay in Rio Mar. There's a place called Rio Mar. If you stay near Rio Mar in the northern part of Barranquilla, it's pretty safe. As long as you're staying away from prostitutes, the nightlife, drugs, you're gonna be okay. All right, but I don't know how much more I can advise these guys. When you're traveling, I would say if you don't have a plug in Colombia, just don't go to Colombia, man. Go to El Salvador, go to Mexico, go to those places that are really known for tourism. If you're gonna go to Colombia, just take Medellin off the list. I laugh at these people's L's, but the last thing I want is for a brother to lose their lives for bullshit. If you lose your life and you were not aware of it, that sucks. I don't think this guy knew anything about Medellin. This guy is of Mexican descent. He's a Spanish speaker. He's a natural Spanish speaker. I heard the interview with a boyfriend. These are fluent Spanish speakers. This is why he thought he could trust the other people. Now imagine a black guy that doesn't speak any Spanish or speaks broken Spanish, right? The risk is even higher. Okay. Salute to you, Gustavo. the risk is even higher. So travel and travel safe. If you really, really, really have to go to Medellin, I don't even know why you have to go to Medellin. Yeah, I know they got the women there are like blue eyed and it's a hub for prostitution. But if you are really, really into a Colombiana and you just want Colombian beauty, I think you can go to Pereira. It's the same human beings in Medellin live in Pereira. They look the same. Okay, they are all blue-eyed people. And Pereira is much smaller, much safer. It's not like I'm leading you on to where you should go for girls, right? I'm just saying that maybe for the next 2 years, skip Medellin. There should be no reason why you should go to Medellin. It's not that pretty. I mean, it's brick skyscrapers, just like in Bogota, and it's the mountains. But even deeper in the mountains, it's a lot dangerous now because all these cartel guys are over there waiting for your ass. So you need to just stay away from Antioquia. Just don't go there. I mean, the weather is amazing. I understand it. But if you're not really into hiking and mountain activities, and you really just want to have a good nightlife, I'll tell you what, like I said, I usually would drop the gems because I know this country very well. Okay. I really, really know it from coast to coast. Go to Santiago de Cali. Cali has a vibrant nightlife. Go to Bogota, the capital. I mean, what better than Bogota? Go to Bogota. There's a place called, ask for the zones. So the zones. Zonate is like tea. The tea, Zonate is one of like the most vibrant place for Bogota. It has a decent nightlife. So if you're into the nightlife thing, Cartagena, outside of the old city, they've started some new nightclubs. Those are decent. Barranquilla doesn't have much of a nightlife if you don't like local Colombian stuff. So this is just my little advice to the brothers, man. Like I come here and I mock your L's and I laugh, but one thing that I'd want you to have is safety, because I don't want to come on here and do a video about a passport bro that died. I just want to do videos about passport bros that got kicked out of Colombia or got returned, or maybe at the minimum got scoped and robbed, but they woke up and walked away. Once it gets to like the murder part, and I would say 90% of the scopolamine happens in Medellin. Okay, 90% happens in Medellin. So why take the risk? Medellin is so crazy that even your girlfriend or even when you've married them, the woman that you've supposedly married can set you up to be scoped. They're crazy over there, man. The city was set up pretty much on crime. Okay, remember Pablo Escobar, right? So it was built on crime. So a lot of these kids that are roaming Medellin now, they grew up around that criminal fraternity. It didn't really leave them like that. And the cost of kill there is stupid. Like it's really, really one of those places where you can really get killed for $20, bro. That's how stupid it is. This will never happen in Cartagena. In Cartagena, they're gonna kill you if you mess with the wrong people. Okay. So Cartagena is like that. And you have to be in the barrios for that to happen. You have to be in the barrios like Poisson, barrio like 21st December, barrios like Olaya. Those are the places where this shit happens. But if you're in like Manga or Crespo or Boca Grande and El Centro, you don't run into that shit. Everybody there works with tourism. So people will even, Cartagena is one of those places that even when you're being robbed in daylight, local Colombians will come to your aid, right? And there's a lot of police presence in the tourist area because the city relies 90% on tourism. So if you really, really have to go to Cartagena, but you may not want to go to Cartagena or Cali because the chicas there are dark skinned. So that is a problem. These guys like, all these guys that talk about being pro-black, a lot of them don't even like black women, bro. That is why they're going to Back Paval says he's in Pereira right now. Yeah, I'm telling you, bro. I lived in Colombia, so I know this. I know that country very well. You won't have that problem in Pereira. If you get scoped in Pereira, that means they came from Medellin. Okay. Or it's a Tinder date. So two things: stay away from Tinder, stay away from Medellin. Completely stay away from Medellin. Just cut it off, bro. It's only one region of the country. You don't need to go there. You know, go to Bucaramanga. Bucaramanga is one of, maybe, in terms of beautiful women, if you're looking for like wife material. I can't speak for the pros because that's not my business. But if you're looking for wife material, go to Bucaramanga. It's called Santander, Northern Santander. Go to Bucaramanga. Go to Pereira, where this dude is right now. Go to Manizales or Armenia. Those are all beautiful cities that have beautiful people, Brian. But you go to Medellin, where 80% of the girls have surgery nowadays anyway. Why risk being killed? This guy is gay, but there's a lot of gay people in Medellin too. So he was cheating. He was in a relationship for 10 years. He's a flight attendant. He went out there, he followed some people, a bunch of dudes. Why did he follow a bunch of dudes? Obviously, because, yeah, you like them dark skin, you go to Cartagena, you go to the north side, you go to Choco, which is very black and Afro. You go to Cali, Santiago de Cali, but the scope is, I would say 80%, 90% of scopolamine cases will happen in Medellin. And these fuckers keep going, man. Like, I've been warning about Medellin for maybe 10 years. I've been telling people not to go to Medellin for like 10 years, bro. And if I did more videos about that, a lot of these murders wouldn't have happened. That is if people listen, And I know, and I've seen some guys on YouTube. I know Americans that live in Medellin, they've lived there for 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, 8 years, right? And when they are very honest on YouTube, they've told their stories of being scoped in Medellin, even after living there for that long. Even after living there for that long, they still get scoped because they'll get tempted and they'll go on Tinder and they'll get, And right now, what is happening in Medellin, they know that all the foreigners are in that part of town. So on the weekend, they come out and they just go to bars and clubs, acting normal, looking for foreigners that look like they've not been to Colombia before or they're not too experienced with Colombia. And those guys would try to befriend you, have fun with you before you notice, including guys, before you notice you're in trouble, right? It doesn't take that long at all to get scoped in Medellin, And, like when I lived out in Colombia, sometimes like Americans and Ghanaians would come to Colombia and somebody would give them my contact, right? And I don't go to nightclubs, but because they want to go, I'll be forced to go. And when I go, I'm not drinking, but everybody in that club knows me because a lot of people in Cartagena know me. Because I show up with them, if there's anybody that is planning to do something bad, they just stop. Automatically, they just stop because I'm right there with them, right? Because they knew that I lived there. But the few times that people had problems is when I was not there at all. Like maybe I'm back in the US or I'm in Africa and I hear somebody went there, couldn't get a hold of me, and the next thing I heard, they got into trouble, right? So I used to really protect a lot of people, like when I was out there, or I refer them to a friend of mine called Renee, and Renee would take care of them. But if you don't have these kind of plugs, Colombia is a dangerous place, man. But I'm going to get to the videos in Spanish. I'll translate it. Then I'll read to you some of the comments. And then after that, I'll get to story number 2.
Mucha atención. Frente al caso del auxiliar de vuelo desaparecido en Medellín, Eric Gutiérrez, hay novedades. Esto es primicia de Noticias Caracol. Erika Zapata tiene los detalles. Muy buenos días. ¿Qué dijo el alcalde, Erika?
Hola, muy buenos días. Así es, mucha atención porque el alcalde de Medellín, Federico Gutiérrez, le acaba de confirmar a Noticias Caracol que el cuerpo que fue hallado en las últimas horas en el corregimiento de Puente Iglesias, específicamente en el municipio de Jericó, que es suroeste del departamento de Antioquia, a 3 horas de la ciudad de Medellín.
So this thing, and I think Ray was here when we talked about it. I don't know whether they took him there after they killed him, but his body was found 3 hours away from the city of Medellin. Like literally took him completely outside of Medellin because he was drinking, he was not aware, and they killed him just for robbing him. That's all. I mean, how much does an air flight attendant make, bro? They make $50,000 a year, if that. They don't even make a whole lot of money. But to Colombia and to Colombians, any Westerner has money until they don't. So the first order of business is a gringo always has money. You can never tell your Colombian friends you don't have money. They don't even believe you. If you tell them, hey, bro, this month is stuff, I can't help you, they'll think that you really have it and you don't want to help them. They really believe that. They don't believe you can be broke for a month. They don't believe that anybody in the U.S. can get broke. So they would take their chance, whether you're a school teacher, whether you're an Uber driver or a janitor, they don't give a damn. To them, as long as you were able to buy a ticket to come over there, you got some money. You know? Scope idea, Delirium. Delirium got moved outside of town. They put it somewhere. So these things, man, it's cultural, and I hate that the country has dissolved into this, because I'll take Colombia as a country over Peru and Mexico and even Costa Rica all day, every day. It's much cheaper. It's got a much beautiful and open and diverse culture. It's got a lot of people that are willing to help you. A Colombian will give you whatever they have. They're one of the most and the nicest people on the planet, bro. But there's like a 20% element of Colombian society that is just criminals, bro. And they are savages. They don't have mercy. They don't give a damn, because to them, your death means nothing. As long as they can get some money to pay the bills, they will kill you. And that sucks, bro. That really sucks. This is why this is more like an awareness video. They took this guy, he's gay. They took his life, and I heard Carlos's video. He was talking about some people also target gay people because they think the gays are very easy to get because they're always cheating anyway. They're not the most loyal, and they like new gay. So if they think that they can get a newbie, glory hole, that's what they call it. If they think they can get some glory hole, then they are willing to risk it all. Which I think, after going through the stories, I think this is what happened to this guy. He was out there cheating on his boyfriend that is here in Dallas, going all wild and following these guys all over the damn place. And they scoped him. Either maybe they overdosed the scope and he couldn't respond, or they killed him. We'll find out in the autopsy report. But it looks like they may have just killed him because he didn't have the money, or they just didn't get enough money from him. No, laughing like Saga, nah, not too good. Mostly same dynamics here, man. Mostly single moms, bro. Mostly single moms. Sagat is asking if Afro-Colombians are any good. They're great people, but you won't find you won't find a lot that don't have children. That's the hard part of it. But yeah, caretaking, they don't cheat as much as the mestizas and the blondies and the Latina types. They tend to be more traditional. They'll cook, clean. They're very ambitious. So that's a check mark. But finding one that doesn't have a child is the hardest part. It's really hard. Like you gotta live there to find that. Or you gotta find it very young, maybe right about 20 years old, 21 years old, right there. Because by 21, most of them start having children, Obviously, 18 is too young because a lot of them at 18, they are still just getting out of school. They don't know a lot. They're not really that mature anyway. 20 and 21 is just start to get into maturity. But you got to remember the sad thing about Colombia, and this is general for all their races. Most of them start having children at 16. 14 is, especially in the Cartagena area along the coast, usually it's like 14 years old, bro. Amongst their peers. And mostly the men that do that to them are their peers. So they're little kids going to school and just acting a fool, right? So a lot of them have children. Sometimes they have more than one child. So I don't know, man. Your best shot is Africa, to be honest. If it's marriage, probably Africa, man. But beautiful people, just like the Brazilians, man. Very, very beautiful people, good heart, great conversations when you talk to people from the Afro-Colombian communities, Afro-Ecuador as well, great people, man. But, when you start to make that ultimate decision, I think it's not that you can't find, they're out there, but you really, really have to look, bro. You got to look really hard, man. It's like I said, 12, 13 years that I've been going there, I don't know if I have any friends that don't have children. Like literally all my friends have kids, bro. I can't think of anyone that doesn't have a child. I haven't come across anybody that doesn't have a child, man. Maybe I have to think really hard. If I have to think that hard, that should tell you something, bro.
Zona boscosa y que está aquí en medicina legal de Medellín sí corresponde al del extranjero, el estadounidense de 32 años de edad, el auxiliar de vuelo que lleva.
Yeah, so they're saying he was only 32 years old, man. So yeah, he was out there partying. I think it was a layover, so he left the airport, got him an Airbnb. He was chilling out. He made a phone call to his boyfriend here in town. Said he was hanging out with a girl that he met because he's gay, so no big deal. The girl apparently also got scoped, but she didn't take too much of it. She was able to get away from that. But he couldn't make it. I think they really overdosed him. He was unresponsive, and they just left him to die. They could have saved him by just taking him to the hospital, but why would they do that? Because then that will expose their crime. A lot of the scope crime is not for the money that is in your pocket. It's the money that they can access on your phone, your bank accounts, maybe even your retirement accounts. They dig through your phone. They get into your Fidelity accounts. They learned how to do that. So they'll be able to like literally take any money that belongs to you, credit cards, they'll max it out, all within like 6 hours of stealing your stuff, right? So it's very dangerous. And what I've also noticed is like a lot of the guys that think it'll never happen to them, it's usually the guys that actually it happens to. So you can be somebody that has been going to Medellin for 5 years, you've not had any issues. You slip once on Colombia, man, all you got to do is slip once, you are done. Okay, like I said, I still have property there. I'm about to build another property there. I have friends there. I literally have family. I have family. I call them family now because I've known these people for decades. I have family there. And I still don't move alone. I usually would have typically 3 or 4 guys that know my whereabouts every time I'm in Colombia. Every time I'm there. I've never had a single moment where I'm just out there wandering and not knowing where I'm at. There's always people that know exactly where I'm at and exactly what I'm doing. You see? So, and I know the barrios and the regions. I know which barrio is safe, which barrio isn't safe, which barrio you should go alone, which barrio you need 3 or 4 guys to go with you, and even which barrios, like Olaya, where I do a lot of charity work, where you need to tell the bosses that you are coming in. You don't just go. Okay, you just don't go to Olaya. You got to tell the boss that you're coming in. You better come in with some presents too, and then they'll take care of you. The whole country has 2 governments running. There's a main government, and then there's some underground shit going on that a lot of people don't see. Okay, so that underground stuff is what causes problems like this. This is why I keep telling these people, stay away, man. Completely stay away from Medellin, fellas. Stay away. Go somewhere else. Stay away from Medellin. Now, the reason I bring this up is I'm going to get to the comments. I wish there was a way to translate it. Okay, yeah, right here. So I'm going to translate it. If the translation is off, I'll correct it. But I'm going to translate for you guys to see it. If there's a way I can blow this up. But let's translate the first comment. How sad. I hope true justice is served soon. This one is talking about. Or how awful criminal groups using women to drag foreigners. You see? These are Colombians. These are Colombians. Says, how awful criminal groups using women to drag foreigners. The chick that he was with could have done it too. You just don't know who is going to do it, man. The guys are doing it. The women are doing it. Sometimes even bartenders are doing it at the bars. Regular bartenders are doing it, you know? I see. So I go to a bar alone and think everyone is nice, but going out partying anywhere in the world alone as a tourist is a risk. Okay, that's true. I agree. This one is asking to investigate the woman. Say they should investigate the woman who was also with him. It's so sad. I feel sorry for him. It's not fair. Okay. Colombia, a powerhouse of murder, violence, and corruption. It's a shame. It's like this in my country. These are Colombians that are commenting, bro. Okay. So I'm saying how sad here too. How sad the city of Medellin is with the terrible image it projects with so many bandits. Bro, Medellin is just full of criminals, man. It's always been like that. It's always like, you think Cartagena's barrios are dangerous? Wait till you go to Medellin barrio. It is really dangerous out there, you know. And a few more comments here. It says, this has been a long-standing problem in Colombia. Okay. In 2011, a Russian foreigner was found dead in a canal in Bogota. In 2020, in Cali, a foreigner from Eastern Europe was kidnapped and tortured almost to death. There are countless cases involving different people and under different governments. Yeah, it happens, even in Bogota too. In Bogota, I have a guy. When I'm in Bogota, I have a friend. If he's not out, I'm not going there, bro. In Bogota, even the taxis are dangerous. The taxi guys, it's like Mexico City. Sometimes the taxi guys are working with the same guys that are going to kidnap you, man. You know, in Medellin, insecurity is at its highest. Kidnappings, extortions, express kidnappings, drugs everywhere, prostitution. I don't know how foreigners dare to visit us. You heard it, okay? He said Colombia is the only country in the world where citizens have access to grenades. Yeah, it's true. You ain't lying. This comment is very powerful. It says, in Medellin, insecurity is at its highest. There are kidnappings, extortions, express kidnappings, drugs everywhere, prostitution. I don't know how foreigners dare to visit us. It's a dare, bro. It is a dare. You go out there, you make it out back, you got lucky. Anytime you go to Medellin and you return home safe, you just got lucky. Okay? You just got lucky. Sometimes when I go on these Passport Bro live streams, I see them talking all big game like they know Medellin. And they're like, okay, wait till it happens, bro. Wait till it happens. You know? Greater security must be provided to foreign tourists so that they are not further murdered and the city's image is not damaged. I mean, Medellin is Medellin, bro. Medellin is Medellin. Somebody's asking why they're killing foreigners. What's happening in Medellin? Why are foreigners being killed? Yep, it's always been like that, man. And when a Colombian is killed in another country, it's not news. Okay, so you always have somebody that is going to be opposed to it. It happens everywhere in the world, yeah, because your image of the city, you know, everybody is tribal, right? You don't want your city to be seen in a negative light, but it is what it is. Like I said, as somebody that has lived in that country, my best advice is just stay away from Medellin. Don't go there. It's like they set traps for you the moment you reach Jose Maria Cordova, which is the airport. The moment you reach Jose Maria Cordova, they set traps for you from the airport all the way to Poblado. It's just traps. All it takes is one little mistake and you're down. This is why I don't advise it. Just don't go there, man. It's not even safe for the Colombians that live there. Yeah. Foreigner disappeared in Medellin in the same sentence. It doesn't matter when you read it. It happens all the time, man. How dangerous and frightening to go to Medellin. This news is devastating for tourism in Medellin. I don't know why it's not. See, Medellin is one of those cities. It's not supposed to be a tourist destination. It has nothing to make it a tourist destination. It's a sex tourism hub. There's nothing that, like, you're only going there to see the murallas of Pablo Escobar, a criminal. Pablo Escobar is a criminal. That is all Medellin shows you when you go there. That is the tourist attraction. Where Pablo Escobar lived, where Pablo Escobar, what comuna he stayed in, and some drawings and paintings of Pablo Escobar. That is not tourism, fellas. You should go see the murallas in Cartagena or Castillo, San Felipe. Those are the real things that you should be seeing. Or go to the beach. Medellin doesn't have a beach. It's in the middle. There's, like I said, apart from spring-like weather year-round, there's really nothing that should take you there. It's not the most beautiful place in Colombia. It's far from it. It's not even that beautiful. And foreigners have taken over the city so much, it doesn't even feel like Colombia. You don't want to go to a place where like almost half the population is already speaking English. It doesn't make it attractive at all, man. You want to go to where it feels more Colombia. Don't go there, man. Just stay away from Medellin, bro. You're not missing much, Go to Medellin. Going to Medellin is an imminent risk. What a shame. Yeah, it is. It's a very risky place. This is one of the comments that I really liked. It says, Medellin is very dangerous. Medellin is very dangerous. People don't want to understand it. I also don't understand why they give so much publicity to Medellin as a tourist destination and to all of Colombia in general. Like, there's a lot more to see in Colombia than Medellin. Don't go there, man. This is the last time I'll do a video warning these fuckers, because I keep saying that. I said, don't go there, man. This one is saying that we've been asking people to visit us, but when they come, we want people to come to Colombia, but with so many homicides of foreigners, who is going to come? Yeah, I mean, they want you to come because they want your money. But that's what I'm saying. Don't go to Medellin. Because, see, even the politics in Medellin is part of this problem. They've not resolved it. See, Cartagena knew that if they followed the path of Medellin, their tourism industry was going to die because the city relies 90% on tourism. Medellin was never supposed to be a tourism destination. It's just a sex hub, bro. So Cartagena didn't want to go the path of Medellin. So what Cartagena did is they put police in all areas where tourists are. And those police are everywhere, bro. Sometimes it's just in El Centro, you can count up to 100 police officers at night. And cameras everywhere. But you won't find that shit in Medellin. They get away with this stuff. They keep killing all these people, man. I lost count how many people they've killed in Medellin so far. But anyway, you got the gist of it, man. I could go on and on and on, but Colombians are telling you not to come to Medellin. Even they know it's a dangerous place, right? And, if you think you can risk your life like that for some bucks, for some chicas, go ahead. Like I said, I gave you guys 10 different cities you can go to. Okay. I would go to the border, Cúcuta. I would go to Cúcuta before I go to Medellin. And Cúcuta is a very dangerous town. It's not as bad, But I'd rather go there than go to Medellin, bro. And a lot of the locals in Medellin are also not happy because the prices are higher now. There's a lot of gentrification going on with people buying property and making the property markets too expensive. They don't like that. But anyway, you got the gist of it. There's another video here, and then we'll be done with Colombia. And then this is a video I saw. They sent this guy back. That's a black guy. Yeah, that's a ninja, right? Isn't that a ninja? Hey, Cucata, you're gonna get the Venezuelans, right? You're gonna get some Venezuelans over there, man. You're gonna get the Venezuelans, man. That's where they are. I mean, these guys said they are going to Caracas next, right? They said they are going to Caracas next. So yeah, let them go. Yeah, I've been to Caracas. It's a beautiful city, though. Beautiful city. Yeah. Yeah. Venezuela is beautiful. I think they'll come back strong. Um, but yeah, that's a proud FBA, right? Yeah. But so this one was in El Dorado, which is in Bogota, at the main airport in Bogota. It says un ciudadano estadounidense fue inadmitido, so was not allowed into the airport of El Dorado in Bogota. So this guy is American, and it looks like he's a ninja.
Luego de que oficiales de Migración Colombia detectaran inconsistencias en la información suministrada.
So they found some inconsistencies in his when they questioned him. That is pretty awkward because El Dorado is one of the airports where, like, really, there's because of so much traffic. It's very shocking that they would stop somebody. You know, I'm just saying this from experience because, like, normally I would go to El Dorado because it's a direct flight from Dallas. So I'll go straight from Dallas to Bogota. And then I spend the night in Bogota. I have a friend in Bogota, so I spend the night. And then I'll change my flight, take the very first flight into Cartagena. Or sometimes I go through Miami and go to Barranquilla, spend the night in Barranquilla, and then take the bus to Cartagena, right? But of all my Colombian airport experiences, El Dorado is one of the airports where I think they don't even care who is coming in. In the old days, they used to require you to, like, fill out a check mig, like a little stupid form that nobody pays attention to. And they won't let you board a flight if you didn't fill out a check mig. But you get to Bogota, you get to Cartagena, and everybody's asking for check mig. You go to Bogota and they don't even give a fuck. Like, yeah, just go across, right? So Bogota is a very lenient airport. That's the point I'm trying to make. It's a very lenient airport. This is telling me that the Migración Colombia is now really enforcing this. They are really enforcing this shit. Because I told you that even in Barranquilla, which people, sometimes you fly into Barranquilla, there's only 2 foreigners. A lot of foreigners don't go to Barranquilla. It's too hot. Like, the weather is too horrible over there, right? So it's not a place that people go to. And I noticed that in Barranquilla, they were searching people. And now I thought they would just do this in the 2 hubs, which is Cartagena and Medellin. But it looks like they're doing it in Bogota, which is strange. And from the few trophies that the Colombians have sent back, I'll say 90% of what I've seen is Black Americans so far, or Black people. So, you know, people are gonna say, hey, are they targeting Black people? Is that what is going on? I don't know, right? It's fair to say that. I mean, I don't care, but or do they now know that there's a group of Black guys that specifically do this or behave like this, and they're cracking down on them? But there's also the white guy from Europe that they turned back in. Where was that? That was also in Bogota, right at this airport. So it looks like Bogota is also really, really ramping this up, and they're taking care of these fuckers, man.
Para ingresar al país. Durante una entrevista exhaustiva, el extranjero incurrió en contradicciones sobre el motivo de su viaje.
Okay, so they said during an interview process, the foreigner there was a lot of contradictions of the purpose of his trip, like why he came there. Like I said, I've been going. Sometimes I make 7 to 10 trips to Colombia in a year. So I travel to Colombia a lot. Like, I have a passport that is literally maybe 40% of the pages is full of El Salvador, because I do about 5 trips to El Salvador a year, 5 to 7 trips to Colombia a year. I've used literally every airport in that country, right? and I've never seen them enforce the like entry into the country like this. Never seen it. They always actually on the opposite. They always wanted a lot of people to travel there so they can get some of the Mexican market share because Mexico dominates this South American market, right? So them and Panama, they've been trying to really, really get a lot more tourism to come in, but I think they've realized that they attracted the wrong kind of tourist, and this is a way to deter them from traveling. Okay, and this is why they are singling. I think they are targeting these people and just interviewing them. If you look suspicious, if you're a black dude that is lost, speaks no word of Spanish, and if you have a lot of contraband in your bag, look at what that dude was traveling with. En la inspección voluntaria, so voluntary inspection de su equipaje, se encontraron múltiples elementos que reforzaron las sospechas. So, yeah, they went through, did a voluntary search in his baggage, and they found different suspicious things, right? So these are different types of condoms over there, different varieties. There was some strange stuff that I saw here. Look at this one. Why is he carrying this thing? Isn't this like a skirt that women wear? Like this that you see in sex movies? He says yes, sir. What is this red thing? Isn't that like the little skirt that women wear when they go to, like, what do you call it, man? Isn't it like a little lingerie thing like girls will wear, and they'll put like a lollipop in their mouth and do these sex scenes when they do OF and stuff, right? Because that's what women wear. So he was probably bringing them there to be able to do some vlogs or some videos, some videos, So many condoms, man. For like, how long is a trip? So this one is like, this one is one of those things they use, right? Like they put in the enhancers. So how come they all use enhancers, bro? It's like, are the black men in America playing at my same level? They also need some medication to get it to go. Come out. It's like, but people need some medication to get this shit to go, right? Come on. I can't believe why anybody would take this on a trip, bro. And how come so many different varieties of condoms? I don't know what's in this box. Is that a dildo?
En lo ocurrido de 2026,
Man, imagine buying a whole air ticket to go to the country and then they just send your ass back. Like they seize all your condoms and just send your ass back and says, hey, go back to USA and deal with Keisha, man. Keisha, hey, these guys have made, I think the black women have won the gender war finally. The same way we will win the diaspora war, right? Because these people are not warriors. They fought a gender war with the queens. They fought a gender war with the queens on the internet for 10 years, only to reach Colombia and be sent back home, man. Oh, that's lube. Okay. Go back and look at it. But why is he carrying it? Why the skirt though? That's the only thing that I don't understand. So this is a lubricant. Okay. What is stand back? What is stand back? I'm kidding. My nosy self is gonna look this shit up. What is stand back? Add sex to it or medication. Maybe it'll tell me something. Okay, this one is saying they are over there. It's on 800. It's okay. So a high dose aspirin, and it has caffeine. Okay, what is it used for though? Okay, but has it got? It's like trauma. In Nigeria there was a tramadol thing. Does it have any sex? As a side effect, maybe. So caffeine has experience fever. There's no direct evidence or warning indicating someone affects sexual function or libido. I don't need you don't need direct evidence. Sometimes it's some of the things it's just people telling you that it works. So I don't know why he was carrying it unless it's something I don't know. If you guys know something I don't know, put it in the chat, man. But that's stand back. Headache powders. We might have to look. We might have to find something on that. That is something that I've never heard of before. But that's a powder right here.
En lo ocurrido de 2026, cerca de 40 extranjeros han sido inadmitidos por posibles casos de turismo con fines de explotación sexual. Desde el gobierno del presidente Gustavo Petro, fortalecemos los controles para evitar que el país sea utilizado para este tipo de actividades a lo largo y ancho del país.
Con dignidad cumplimos.
So you heard it, man. That's one of our FBA brothers that has been rejected. I saw this story was very funny. I saw Philly Dom came in our chat. He was complaining that I did a video on him, but I found this is a small YouTube channel that did a video about Philly Dom. I might have to speed this up so that I can get it.
What up, what up? It's your boy Milano back at it again with another video. Guys, let's talk about it. Broke YouTubers overseas, e-begging. Listen, you already know who they are, but I know the people want to know who I'm talking about. They might not see the thumbnail. This is how real it's about to get, right? I'm about to let y'all know something. We ain't editing this. This is going to be straight raw, uncut. I got it so it's on 4K because I want y'all to get me crystal clear right now, baby. Listen. I'm not trying to expose nobody. This ain't no beef, starting internet beef, but I have to let the truth be known. A lot of us YouTubers need to do better, bro. Like, we need to do better. This e-begging, fundies, donations, all that, it's cool and all, but when it gets to a point where you expect other YouTubers to take care of you, that's when it's a problem, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I get it. The subs should be sent into your channel. Well, actually, they shouldn't. They don't have to send nothing because they're already supporting you when they watch you. But, that's usually the sub's job.
That's the whole point. I mean, the views should be enough, right? The views should be enough. AdSense should be able to cover your cost of running a YouTube operation, especially if you're a small channel. It should be able to. You got to put out a lot of stuff for the views alone to work, but it's better. It's not taxing, it's better. And the days you can't stream or you cannot do a video, you're not forced to, right? You just go about, like, this week has been a tough week for me for work. So it's a miracle that I've been able to show up today. But the days I don't think I can make it, I just won't make it, but at least the support you should get is the support of somebody taking the time to visit your channel and watch your video and like and share your video. That's good enough, bro. You don't need this constant marathon of begging from people's hard-earned money. You don't want to go to work. You want to sit on the internet and beg while the guy watching you watches you and then has to go to work, and you still want him to come back and give his money to you. And you want him to give you that money every day you stream, because these guys are streaming daily, long 8-hour streams. That stuff has to go away, bro. It's gotten to the point where these people are, I think they are heartless. They don't care about people like that. And frankly, they are lazy people. Because why not just come here and get a job, bro? Come here and get a job, bro.
to send money to you. Now I know what y'all gonna say, oh Milano, but the subs could be YouTubers, and that's cool. But at the same token, the subs don't owe you no money, bro. You guys be, you YouTubers, you begging YouTubers, e-beggars, whatever, broke travelers, whatever it is, crash outs, y'all be having these expectations on the subs, bro. They ain't gotta do nothing but watch your videos, and really ain't gotta do that, so you should be happy with that. Let's address it. I was on Philly Dom's live as his mod or whatever. I'm giving him some game. I'm like, bro, your YouTube channel is not really doing good like that, bro. Like, I'm just being 100 with you, bro.
You see? So this guy is a mod on Philly Dom's thing. And guys, I kid you not, I did not see this video before I made my video last week talking about Philly Dom. You see? And I don't know this guy from Adam. I don't know how I got to see his video. He only posted this 2 days ago. This is after I made my video giving Philly Dom some advice. When I first watched this video, he had only gotten like 16 views. It had just popped up. I just seen it. It came in my algorithm. He only had like 16 views. Okay. Pretty small channel like mine. All right. But he was a mod for the same Philly Dom. So he knows the numbers. Okay. He knows the numbers and it's like, bro, your shit is not doing good.
Bro, it's not. Like, you could Google, if you have over 100,000 subscribers, you're supposed to have a certain amount of views per video. If you don't got that, you not hitting, bro. They not feeling
10%. That's the magic number I told you. Like, if you go to any YouTube channel, this is the exercise that you should know, right? Any YouTube channel. It's okay if 1 or 2 videos don't hit the 10% mark. But you should get 10% of your audience to view your videos. If 10% of your audience is not viewing your videos, your channel is essentially dead. Unless you're a very small channel, because small channels, you're always going to have more new recommendations. And at time it gets better. But if you're a channel that is 10,000 to 20,000 or more subs, and you're failing to get 1,000 views, which is your 10% mark, your channel is essentially dead. You have to do something different. You got to change some stuff up. Or you have to hope that some of your previous subs unsubscribe, because here's how it works. When you make the video and you post the video, YouTube automatically sends it straight to all your subs. Nowadays, it doesn't go to everybody, but they're going to test your video out with 500 of your subs. If 500 of your subs don't click that video within the first 2 to 3 hours of them sending that video to them, you're going to see that your CTR starts to drop. The moment that CTR hits the floor, that video is never going to get pushed out. Never get pushed out. Even if your initial CTR is high, because your initial CTR is supposed to be high, it's sent to the people that are subscribed to you. So then the algorithm will not kick in and do the next work. Because you got to think about this. This is not humans doing anything. This is all automated. It's a computer that is deciding who to send your shit to. And the easiest way for it to work without doing any more computation, because they have to compute. This is our compute power. People don't know that. For the algorithm to decide who to send to, that is not your sub, it takes a lot more compute power. Compute power in cloud engineering or in tech costs money. So you're costing YouTube money for it to figure out who to send it to. And it just won't do it, because it has to compute who the next target audience could be. That is why it's only going to do it if your first group bites. And the first group bites, then it's going to send the next wave and the next wave and then the next wave. I've been studying this thing like a hawk, so I know what I'm telling y'all, man. And I looked at Philly Dom's channel, and I'm like, you got 160K, but your videos are only getting 2,000 views? That's not even 1%. So your channel is technically failing, He should not be on YouTube. You should sell that YouTube channel and move on. It's a dead channel.
Your channel not doing good, bro. You can't compare me, who has 2,000 subs, and that's doing the same numbers as you, and you got over 100 subs, bro. And you could talk about, I got over 100,000 subscribers, bro. If you broke you hustling backwards, bro. I'm gonna say it again. If you broke, you hustling backwards. It's not adding up, bro. And I'm not here to bash my fellow YouTubers, you know what I mean? With somebody like Philly Dom, I still got love for Philly Dom, but bro, a lot of these guys is not gonna keep it real with you, Philly. I'm gonna keep it real, you know what I mean? Because I know you, I met you, and I've talked to you about this before. You gotta switch your game up, you gotta do something different, or, you know, I don't know what it is, but at the same token, you can't sit up there and be trying to make people, feel bad. Oh, you know, the white YouTubers, they don't go through this. It's only us black YouTubers. Listen, stop playing the victim game, bro. Stop acting like you a victim, bro.
You see, I'm glad that all these things is coming out, bro. You see? I'm glad. Oh, so Philly Dom did call him racist. That sucks. You see? This is a guy that, like, he even says, I like Philly Dom. I met him in person. Look at how this dude is talking. Does he really look like a racist or sound like one? You know? Complaining, I told you, you know, when I did that video the last time, I said, they've given these guys a script of whenever things don't go right, there's something they have to say, the script is given to them. So it's not going right. Okay, it's the white man's fault. Oh, you're racist. Oh, they even call me racist and I'm a black guy, right? You know, so there are always gonna be excuses that they will use instead of looking in the mirror and saying clearly, man, I haven't met Philly Dom. But when I looked at his channel and I looked at the numbers, that channel is really struggling for a channel that has damn near 200K subs, bro. He's doing numbers like that one video that he did good was 5,000. 5,000 views is like $40, bro. $30, $40, depending on the type of content. You know, these travel videos, when you're in these countries that people don't give a damn about, where ad revenues, like the viewers are not from the US, your RPMs and CPMs are pretty low. You're not gonna make a lot of money like that, bro.
You're not a victim. You a grown man. You handle your BI. You know what I mean? You handle your biz, bro. You can't sit up here and be expecting other grown men to help you out, bro. You know, I helped you out when we was in Brazil. It kind of took a toll on me because I had to help you with your channel, help you with your thumbnails. See, a lot of people don't know that. I had to help you with your thumbnail.
So this guy that was helping him is a racist? What am I going to do with these blacks, man? What am I going to do with these blacks? What is I going to do with these blacks, man? What is I going to do? How would you call a guy that took time out to help you racist? Philly Dom has lost it, man. He has lost it. How come I don't see my chats? It's like something isn't right. Where are you guys at? Something isn't right. Come on. Where are you, buddy? That's crazy. What happened? I took a day off and everything is gone crazy. Where are my chats? God damn. Like, how come I don't see my chats today, man? Come on, dog. Anyway, we'll fix it tomorrow. I don't know what's going on with this then. I don't know. Shit happens sometimes. Properties. Okay, you over there. Did I do something that I wasn't supposed to do? Okay. Refresh. It might come. We'll figure it out tomorrow. Something isn't adding up. Yeah, we'll figure it out. It's like, how come I don't see the chat on the screen? I typically see it, but let's keep going.
Help you with your channel, promote your videos so they do good. You know what I mean? And then you think, oh, I got 100,000. You can't tell me nothing. Well, if that's how it's gonna be, you your own man, you could do whatever, bro. But I'm telling you right now, bro, your channel's not hitting. You could keep talking about green all you want. Green don't mean nothing if you demanding people to send you Cash App and money, bro. And this is nothing against anybody that wants to quit their job or go abroad and pursue their dreams. You need to budget your money. This is the message for my broke travelers, broken abroad travelers, e-beggars, crash outs. You have to budget your money. Philly Dom used to clown me, and he still does. Oh, you cheap, but you ain't enjoying your money. Bro, look around you, bro. Look around you. Look around you. Look where I'm at. I'm enjoying, bro. I'm enjoying my life, bro. You know what I mean? Because I saved my money, I ain't hurting for nothing. You know what I mean? I'm not expecting people to give me anything because I'm taking care of myself, bro. You know what I mean? So that's the thing, guys, with these travelers broken abroad, man. Like, they feel like the world owes them, or should I say the subscribers owe them something. They don't owe you nothing, bro. You know what I mean? And we ain't gonna...
This guy sounds like he listens to me. When I first saw the video, I was like, am I talking to myself? This guy is like, got all the Nana talking points, man. Hey, Mulano, if you listen to me, put one in the chat, bro. Whenever you see this video, comment on it, because I'm going to tag you in it. But you sound like me. You do sound like me, man. We got a white Nana.
Talk about when you got to a point where you actually stole a beer in Interpuan, Salvador Bahia, Brazil. We ain't going to talk about that. And then the dude confronted you and the beer was like $1, $2, and he had you on camera. We ain't gonna talk about that, right? So you could block me, you could get mad, whatever. I see you block me on your thing because you didn't like the truth. You too busy in your ego, bro. You don't want to humble yourself and listen to reality when somebody trying to give you game. Remember, when you got a sponsorship in Rio to go with me to Salvador Bahia, that was because of me, G, not because of you. Your 100,000 subscribers didn't move that sponsor, bro. It was me that moved the sponsor to pay $400 or $500. You know what I mean? And give us $20 each for food. So don't forget that. On top of that, NYC the future, bro. You need some direction, bro. Like, you sit up here, you know, you play the victim and all this other stuff and talk about get that hate out your heart, bro. You need to grow up, bro. I'm just being honest with you, man. And you need to stop taking advantage of your friends, bro. Because I done put you on. I done gave you some of my clothes. When before I left, I gave you my Crocs. All I did was ask for a GoPro, bro, that people already gave you. You had like 3 GoPros. I said, yo, could you send it to me? You know what I mean? I'll throw you $10 or $20 for shipping. Nothing, bro. But you sent everybody else their money that was pressing you. But your boy that's always treated you with respect, never bashed you, never did nothing, you walk all over him. Well, guess what? There's only so much a dude could take. You know what I mean? So it is what it is, man. And I know all the time you always hit me up asking me, oh, yo, you need to come to Thailand with me. No, bro, I don't rock with Rello, so I ain't going over there unless we boxing in the streets of a boxing match. Or I'm gonna, you know what I mean?
Or is Rello is in Thailand now? He's gone off the internet, man. I noticed Carlos Reyes stopped posting on Rumble because the Rumble was not rumbling. I have a feeling he's come back on YouTube somewhere, circumventing again. If you guys find him, let me know. If you guys find Carlos Red on YouTube, let me know, man. I know he's hiding somewhere. Get on his ass.
I mean, I'm going on my dolo. I'm not helping no more YouTubers, bro. I'm not helping people like that no more. I'm on my own dolo, bro. Like, a lot of you guys need to learn how to budget your money, stop feeling sorry for yourself, and get on your business, bro. Because at the end of the day, only you are responsible for you. Stop.
Yep, I agree with him, man. We're not gonna eat through his whole video, man. Good job, buddy. You know, like, when I'm glad that fellow American is saying it, because if I say it, they'll come with all their excuses. Oh, no, xenophobe. Oh, no, xenophobe. No, xenophobe. Who taught these people how to complain, man? Who taught people how to complain? You know, it's not a live stream if we don't talk about them FBAs. How about them FBAs? How about them FBAs, man? So, fellas, I got some good news. The 2016 taxes of Tariq Nasheed, I've completely reviewed it. And boy, oh boy, oh boy. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. See, you may have to make an argument between illegality and morality. Completely immoral, okay? What I've found. But I also explained to you, I'm going to make this explanation so basic that everybody in the world can understand it. The tricks that these people use to manipulate and steal. And then I'll compile all the video reactions that I do to this. I'll do an AI scan of my reaction, like to put it all together, to get the transcripts out. Once I get all the transcripts, I'll use those transcripts to officially file a complaint to the IRS. Because I am seeing a lot of things that if they conduct forensic, even though it looks legal on the tax paper, if they conduct forensic investigations on it, they will find something that could be criminal. Could be, okay? It's all alleged now, but I am seeing things that are very, very not beautiful to watch. And what caught my attention is how he didn't like the live streams he was on whenever this black woman brought up his taxes. He felt very shaken by it. And that's what drew my attention to pull up these tax forms. And I've been studying it. You guys know I've not talked about this in about 6 weeks, but I didn't forget about it. Okay, I didn't forget about it. I've actually been studying it 1 year at a time. I was like, I didn't want to rush through it. I'm gonna take one of them, break it down, and then go to the next year. So each year will be a live stream. That way we have enough time, 2 hours, to go in it line by line, break down the tricks and what he used, answer any questions you guys may have, and then we'll put it together. And if we have something that we can send to the IRS, there's actually a form that you can file to submit to be a whistleblower to the IRS. If you find something, there we go. Our comments are here. If you find something, and what I'm gonna do if I find something is I will not be an anonymous whistleblower. I will let them know that I did the filing. Okay. Okay. There's nothing to be anonymous about when it comes to Tariq Nasheed. So I will make it very clear that I did the filing. Okay. And the FBS can go to hell when they find out that I did it. All right. Let's see what else I got for you guys. Where is my? What else? Let's see. Go to my notes. Let's see. The FBA has been wild, and I haven't watched some of these stories, but we go through some of them. Go through some. Let's just start 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's go to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Authorities have now charged a second person in an apparent domestic dispute where the killer shot down another man execution style. According to arrest documents, the second person charged was the victim's former lover who ordered his killing. David Hamilton reports.
This picture of victim Anthony Wesley Jr. shows his love of family.
He was a great guy. Like I said, everyone loved him. It was nothing. It's not too much bad to say because you know how you say, you pray for a certain type of man and you finally get it. That's what it was.
East Baton Rouge sheriff investigators arrested Riddick Franklin for shooting Wesley in the back on March 29th at the Jefferson Lakes Apartments. Then documents say Franklin stood over Wesley and fired several more times. For Harris, she says she'll never forget witnessing that scene.
Well, it happened in front of mine, our apartment. So, I was shocked. I'm traumatized. I still see the image, everything.
Investigators now allege that the shooter, Franklin, was romantically involved with Hope Jackson, the mother of victim Wesley's children, who they've now charged with second-degree murder as well. Court records show Wesley and Jackson were in the middle of a custody dispute. As part of that dispute, court was scheduled for next month. According to the affidavit, now charged.
So she was screwing around with a thug and then leaving a guy that most people would say is a decent guy, normal, nice, good guy that is doing it right. She blows up her family technically just to be with a thug. And then he tells the thug to go kill this guy. And this guy even kills him like You know, not one gunshot, but multiple gunshots. This is a question I want to ask Tariq Nasheed, man. This is what I'm trying to understand. Why are these people so demonic? You know, this is what I anytime I come into contact with him, that's what I want to ask him. Like, you guys really want to do this with us? Like, you want to mess with the Africans like that? You know, because last week when we're doing, let's see, I have 4 tabs in my Dallas area alone last week that we couldn't get to when we did our live streams. These motherfuckers are committing crimes all over the damn place, bro. And you think one is bad till you open the next one. You're like, holy fuck. It's like, it's a constant theme across the board. This is what their delineation will get them. It'll just make us know clearly who the criminals are. Okay? Like, why would you do this, man? You're going to go to jail. You might get the 2nd degree, so you're going to get life. You'll be working for massa for 2 cents an hour. 2 cents an hour. They give us 2 cents an hour. It's injustice. And then 30 years from now, they're going to start campaigning like they're doing with that fool over here in Texas, that they are innocent, that they found the Lord. Do these people even have a brain? Like, do they think? And then you got the dude who is probably going to get a life sentence or the death penalty because it's Louisiana. Why? Before he goes on death row, he'll be working for massa for 2 cents an hour. We shouldn't have, these diaspora wars are unfair, bro. It's not even close. Like, what's wrong with these people, man? Whatever, I don't know what white folks put in their water. And we're not going to watch the whole thing, man. That's one of the stories. So let me get the last, I'll get you one more. Because, man, if I start going through these blacks, we won't finish today, bro. You know, but every once in a while, we'll squeeze in some stuff. We'll squeeze in some stuff.
All right, good afternoon.
You think this one is also going to be the usual suspects? It's always the usual suspects, right? It's always them. How about them FBAs? Always them ninjas, bro.
I'm Jeff Carroll, Interim Chief of Police here at the Metropolitan Police Department. Today I'm joined by Assistant Chief Ramey Kyle of our Investigative Services Bureau, Commander Kevin Kintish of our Criminal Investigations Division, and Tristan Martin, Deputy Commander of the Capital Area Regional Fugitive Task Force, or Cardiff. We're here today to announce the arrest and the homicide of 40-year-old Saeed Hussein, which occurred on Wednesday, February 11th, 2026, inside an apartment in the 1400 block of Rhode Island Avenue Northwest. Pursuant to a D.C. Superior Court arrest warrant, members of Cardiff arrested 36-year-old Rico Barnes of Northwest D.C. yesterday afternoon. Barnes is charged with first-degree murder while armed, felony murder. This was a particularly heinous.
So the guy that he killed, Saeed Hussein, has like a Middle Eastern Arabian type name, but the killer has an FBA name.
Case. Mr. Hussein was found suffering from blunt force trauma and thermal injuries inside of his apartment. On behalf of the entire Metropolitan Police Department, I want to express my deepest sympathies to Mr. Hussein's family and his friends. We know this news does not ease the pain that you're feeling, but we hope it does bring some level of closure in the situation. For more information on the investigation, I'm going to turn it over to Commander Kevin Kintish of our Criminal Investigations Division.
Good evening. On Wednesday, February 11, 2026, at approximately 3:30 a.m., members of D.C. Fire and EMS responded to a report of smoke in the hallway of an apartment complex in the 1400 block of Rhode Island Avenue Northwest. Firefighters entered the apartment, extinguished a small fire, and located Mr. Hussein deceased. MPD homicide detectives.
So it looks like he killed the dude, and he was trying to set him on fire, like burn up the place.
Responded and have worked tirelessly since the morning to determine what happened to Mr. Hussein. The Office of the Chief Medical Examiner ruled Mr. Hussein's cause of death to be blunt force trauma and strangulation. The fire was set after Mr. Hussein was deceased.
So he set the fire after he's killed this person. Tariq Nasheed, you see what your people are doing in America with your lineage? As if it's so important. This is your lineage? We was here in 1500. Hey, these guys picked the wrong fight, man. I'm gonna do I might do a whole new YouTube channel just to be talking about black crimes, man. It'll be the black crime mecca. Oh man, we was, as you guys can see, man. How y'all doing? What you feel like? What you think about my we was? We was. How's my we was doing? Streamlabs gave me this we was. It's not for sale. It's only for me. All right, because I don't want you guys to wear this out there. They're gonna hack you. You know what I'm saying? These tenants are starting to wear we was, man.
Video evidence was key in this case. Detectives quickly uncovered video from inside the apartment complex where the offense occurred. The video shows two suspects appearing to follow Mr. Hussein into the building at approximately
Salute to you, laughing like Sagat.
1:30 a.m. Mr. Hussein entered the building. Shortly thereafter, the suspects knocked on the door and Mr. Hussein allowed them inside the building. The suspects assaulted Mr. Hussein in the lobby and then forced him towards his apartment. Our homicide detectives poured countless hours into locating video that captured the suspects after they left Mr. Hussein's apartment. As a result of that work, 36-year-old Rico Barnes was developed as a suspect in this case. Working with our
37-year-old, man. They're just wasting their lives away, bro. 37 years old.
Partners in the United States Attorney's Office, our detectives obtained a D.C. Superior Court arrest warrant charging Mr. Barnes with first-degree murder while armed felony murder. We have identified a second suspect in this case. He is currently being held on unrelated charges and charges against...
I bet he's black too. It's got to be black. Always the usual. Always the usual suspects, man.
...him are forthcoming in the near future. There is no outstanding suspects in this case, and we do not believe Mr. Hussein had any prior relationships with our suspects before the day he was deceased.
So they didn't even know this guy. They probably went to rob him, right? They may have just gone to rob him and ended up doing that to him. Like, jeez, man.
I'll turn it back over to Chief Carroll for further statements.
You see why I tell you to stay? If you're living in a city where you're around the wee wars, you might want to get out further out, bro. I'm telling you, man. As soon as they do new zoning, and I know they're going to put... Where I'm at now, they can never put apartments here. The land is so expensive, they can't do apartments here. Even if they do apartments, it'll be one of those apartments that are like 4,000 for a 2-bedroom, 4,000 for 1-bedroom. So you can't get wee walls in those apartments, All right. I mean, I heard the story. I want to see the suspect's face. I want to see if usual suspect fits the description. See, these leftist media outlets, they're very slick. They've bullied them into not showing whenever the thing is a black guy or a black woman. They try not to want to show it. They've beaten the media so much that the media doesn't ever want to, because they want to remove the label usual suspects. But they are the usual suspects, man. The FBAs are always the usual suspects. It's always them. There's one thing I've noticed so far, like after covering these guys a few weeks now, the Pan-African blacks tend to be more reasonable. Like you never find a Pan-African doing this bullshit. It's always there. So it looks like what the Tariqs are doing might be good for Black America, because you'll be able to sideline the idiots which are the guys that are of his quote unquote lineage, from the regular folks that don't do this shit. Because like I said, I don't think so far, the black guys that lean Pan-African have some learning and some education. The ones that I've dealt with or come across, right? You always feel like they know something, and they are regular people. They're normal people. But whenever you go to FBA live streams and you hear them talk, they always fit the description of the usual suspects or the criminals. So maybe what Tariq is doing is delineation that will result in us identifying who the criminals are and who the regular people are, But you see, all this, I've been skipping through this, and I don't see anywhere where they show the suspect. But on the thumbnail, they show the suspect, and it was a ninja. You see? This leftist media, man, this is ABC, so they won't show it. But if you look at the thumbnail, how do we get to the thumbnail? We can't get to the thumbnail. That dude was a ninja. Yeah, that dude was a ninja. This happened 21 hours, 2 days ago, bro, is when this murder happened. These guys are just something else, bro. Something else. Finally, light moment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Start 5. This might be fun. This might be fun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
No Kings hit Manhattan this weekend, so we sent our very own Prince to infiltrate the rally.
No Kings Day! No freaking Kings!
No Kings in the USA!
No Kings Day!
What happened to me, man?
No
I was gonna say, man, look at the left, bro.
Kings hit Manhattan this weekend, so we sent our very own Prince to infiltrate the rally.
No Kings Day! No freaking Kings!
No Kings in the USA!
No Kings Day!
I don't think I never want to say this about any human being, but clearly these people didn't take their meds today, bro. This is why, like, whenever I get into this, especially I see a few guys in my comment section and they'll talk about, they're giving you this intelligent comments about how unwise I am that I'm a conservative. What am I going to do with this? Guys, what am I going to do with this? Look at this dude. Like, what am I going to do with this? See, liberals need to accept, especially black liberals, when they come in my comment section. You have to accept we cannot all be Democrats. It's okay. We cannot all be Republicans. That's also okay. But don't question why some people don't rock with the left. You don't have to question that, bro. Everybody has their reasons. Some people, it's immigration. Some people, it's Jesus. Some people, it's for the gays. Some people, it's for the low T men. For some people, it's just a natural affiliation because all black people vote that way. But I don't question them. I don't judge them. That is their choice. Let them do it. Let them, whatever you want to do. See, my conservatism leans, I'm not a Trump, I'm just a conservative, okay? Mine is more fiscal conservatism, how you manage money, how you stay frugal, get married, raise a family, give your children the best chance to have some type of success when they grow up, and to be a leader of my home and my household. Those are the principles that I want to live by. And those are completely antithetical to being a liberal. So I cannot be forced into being a liberal. But what pisses me off is the guys that will come in my comments and try to make it sound like I'm dumb for not being on the left. No, I cannot be on the left. Look at this dude, man. Let's go back. I mean, like, clearly these people didn't take their meds before they went out to protest. I'm not saying don't protest, but come on, man. Look at this shit.
No Kings Day! No freaking Kings!
No Kings in the U.S.
I mean, I'm not an expert in white people, bro, but clearly these people are on some medication. This one. These people need some medication, man. Somebody knew he was going to go out there to protest, and he decided not to take his meds that day. That's the vibe that I'm getting, okay? I know when somebody has some DHD, whatever disease they call them, autism, DHD. I'm not mocking this since it happens. But just take your meds, take your meds so that you can show some normal functionality when you come into contact with the rest of the world. Come on, man. Come on, dog.
No King's Day! No freaking Kings!
No kings in the USA.
No King's Day! Woo!
That guy looks like Rainbow the God. Hey, I got Rainbow on this one. I got it. Rainbow's been talking all kinds of shit, man. I got to get him one day, man. No Kiss Day.
No King's Day! What are we gonna do to the king?
We're gonna shut him down.
How are we gonna shut him down?
Impeachment.
If there's impeachment, that means there's a Congress and Donald Trump can't be a king.
Right.
Right. Why is Donald Trump a king?
Because he's nuts.
He smells funny.
For real? Is that a question?
Because he has repeatedly overused his
He's trying to abuse this world and try to make this place all about him.
Why are you asking me this?
Sometimes I feel like when Fox does these things, this is like one of my favorite things that Fox News does. I don't watch a lot of their programming, but whenever they do this particular stuff, Jesse Waters does it. It's one of the best things to watch. But I also think back and I'm like, is this staged? Like, do they look for these people? Do they go ahead? Do they like call these guys to come out and tell them, hey, we're gonna put you on Fox News today. Act your most ridiculous. Act your most ridiculous, man.
You know the answer.
What's the answer?
You know it.
What is it?
You know the answer.
So many people showed up.
Imagine if they showed up like this for Kamala.
People showed up for Kamala.
Did that go the way you thought it was going to go? Nope.
What is one action that Donald Trump took that is impossible to do under the Constitution?
Is this one on Alphabet? Looks a bit on the transgender side, right? Or is it anyone that is an expert in the alphabets? Let me know. But this one it's giving transgender vibes. It's giving
Constitution, but he did it anyway.
I can't name specific laws. I'm sorry.
I lost a lot.
You see, that reaction is definitely somebody that decided not to take their meds today. I'll go back so you can listen to it. This is clearly somebody that didn't take their meds, man. When I was in Illinois, I was around a little bit of these people, so I know. Did a little bit of work there. But clearly something is off here, bro.
Name specific laws. I'm sorry.
I lost a lot of thought on that.
You're a reporter, so why don't you do your homework? Don't ask me.
Went to war.
Legally, he could do that.
He can? Oh.
Putting ice in our cities.
Legally, he could put ice in.
That chick got some titties on her, though, man. I could use some liberal titties. Come out. She got a little bouncing kit on there, man. Look at that. A little bit of bouncing kit.
Putting ice in our cities.
Got them bouncies over there. Yeah, so too much on the piercings, but you could work with that, right? Get a liberal second wife? Nah, man. Nah, I can't do it, man. I can't do it. But them titties are fire, though, man. Them titties are fire. Come on.
Legally, he could put ice in cities.
I don't really give about legally. Rename the Kennedy Center.
Yeah, and I heard them liberals, they give it up too. Like they said they don't, that's sexual liberation, right? So I heard they're not stingy with it like that.
Amendment under the Constitution is he prohibited to renaming the Kennedy Center.
I refer you to the New York Times 2 days ago. They had a list of 30 items.
And you read it?
I read it, absolutely.
So what is one thing from that list?
One thing from that list is I'm blanking.
I did not fully read it. I've got it.
He did not read it. I knew he was full of shit when he started. they may edit some of these things out because I can't believe they're all stupid like this. They have to at least edit out the guys that got it right? But if they didn't edit this shit and this is what they got, ooh.
I've read excerpts.
He's trying to run again.
If he's trying to run again, why'd he leave office the first time?
Because he got voted out.
So why won't he leave office now when he's term limited?
Because he's a fascist, that's why. Did you not hear what I said?
But he left the first
fascist.
Are you affirming that you think President Trump is a fascist?
I've spoken about...
That's okay, you can just say yes.
Okay.
What's going to happen in the midterms?
This is what's going to happen in the midterms.
But I thought Donald Trump was a king, so there wouldn't be any elections.
Don't be so cavalier about that. You're taking this as a joke. It's not. This is you. I don't think you know how serious it is.
Surely you can't be serious. I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
If he was acting like a king, he'd probably try to jail his political opponents.
Of course he has.
Oh my God, wait. I think Joe Biden might be a king. Who do you want to win the U.S.-Iran war?
Honestly, I can't say who.
You don't want the United States to win?
Not with Trump.
The U.S. is bombing Iran for no reason. I am rooting for the United States to just stop.
So you're not rooting for the United States?
Correct.
Are you happy the Ayatollah's dead?
No. I'm not happy that anyone's dead.
Trump took out the Ayatollah. He took out Maduro. He seems to be the king slayer. You got to give him credit.
How can you ask that question?
I don't know. I heard he loves strong men.
Do you love strong men?
Well, maybe George Clooney.
Yeah, I'd be shaking if I saw him. We are the families. Climate families. Do you know who I am?
Well, you a king?
Here's Johnny.
All right.
That's funny. I give it to them, man. I've seen him do a few of these, and kudos to them, man. Anyway, light moment. Wrap it up. Y'all have a great night. We'll see you guys tomorrow. We're going to start doing the tax stuff tomorrow. We'll go through Tariq Nasheed's tax. We'll also, somebody sent me an email. They wanted me to talk about Adonis. There's a dude in Eastern Europe somewhere that is acting a fool. So we're going to watch some of his stuff, talk about his stuff, if he's worth it. I don't know, a lot of these guys are not worth it, but we'll look at it, you know. And we'll see y'all in the next one. Let me play a little bit of my music. Let me play a little bit of my music. Hey, Rainbow, what if I told you that this was made with AI? His beat was made with AI. It's Afrofusion and 3-step, South African 3-step Amapiano mixed into Afrofusion, like Fela Kuti, what do you call that song, that type of music? So it's 3-step South African and Afrobeat, Afrofusion all mixed in together. I just need to find somebody to do the lyrics, okay? Let's go. So that's amazing what you can do with AI, man. Hey, the blacks may not have their music industry left. You said AI Drake. No, I haven't, man. Yeah, send it to me, bro. Oh, yeah, no, this AI shit is real, bro. I'm telling you, man. And I got this made with ease, probably like 3 or 4 prompts. That's all it took. And it got me exactly what I was looking for. All right, brothers. Y'all have a great night. See ya.